That's how you're gonna start. You're gonna start with that, huh?
I'm gonna start by drinking a sip of Spinny's beer that he left at my house during the last episode. So that's his own fault. But episode 62 is a special one. As you can see, we got a lot of guests. We got
episode.
Well, that too.
Alcoholics Anonymous episode 62.
Oh my gosh, we ain't that bad. Come on.
No, just Chase.
Mr. Richter Water over here might be though.
Yeah.
Captain Diets.
No, the start of episode 62 though is awesome because this man Spinny is finally gonna pay up on his bet. I think, right?
Yeah, Forbs has got me.
Let's do it.
This is gonna be interesting. I have absolutely no room back here, so it's just gonna be fun. 25 of them.
25, man.
Do I have to count?
One.
Yeah.
2, 3.
Man, look at that
4,
form.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Starting to slow down.
Uh-oh.
Woo!
Break at 10.
8,
Okay.
11.
Here we go.
12.
You gotta go wide now.
Oh, wide stance now. Here we go.
14, 15,
16, 17.
This makes me so
18,
happy.
19, 20. Pretty good push-ups too.
5 more, baby. Forbs, excellent camera work, I must
23, 24, 25.
say. Wow, Spinny, you're the man.
Wow.
Woo!
Nice job.
You need to take a break for this.
Yeah, that got tough there at the end, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My face is the same color as the on-air sign behind us, folks. Jeez.
On that note,
Can we tell any difference? I don't know.
No, you can't. Not at all. On that note, we better go listen to Jack so you can get a little breather. All right, y'all. By the way, this is Daddy Derek Kilibarda, new guest. He's hopping on for our lit NBA mock draft. We're about to do the same format as we did for the NFL one. We're going to rotate picks, all 5 of us here. I must say I'm going to end up with the best 6 players. That's for damn sure, even though I did give Spinny pick 1. He always is crying about me always having pick 1. So I went ahead and gave him the man, Victor Wembanyama. Unless you're going to surprise us all. Spinny, let's start it off. Who do you got?
Surprise!
No, you're not. Stop.
Yeah, 100% taking Victor. Come on. This is the best prospect since LeBron James, right? That's what we've all been hearing. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, I'm still out of breath. Hardy's and Nardos. This is a tough one right now. Jeez.
Hey, you had an easy pick, though, right?
It's unbelievable. But yeah. Unbelievable. Last night, literally hit a step back 3 from 3 feet behind the line. He's 7-1, you know.
He's 7-4.
20, 10, 2.5 assists and 3 blocks in the Euro League. It's just going to be a thing. Only thing preventing him from being really, really good, obviously, is injuries. I don't know if he's going to be an all-timer, necessarily guaranteed. But other than injuries, he's definitely going to be very good.
Right. As a prospect speaking, he's unreal. Lock for number 1. With that being said, Derek is pick 2. Who do you have the Hornets going with? There's been a lot of buzz about Brandon Miller and Scoot here. Who do you got?
Number 2 for the Hornets, the newly owned Hornets. I'm going with good old Scoot Henderson.
Ooh.
I think he's such a dog. I think it's crazy that he's getting underrated now. He was the number 2 pick all season long, and then all of a sudden Brandon Miller hands off a gun, and they're like, he's good at assists. He can find his shooters. I know he can find his shooters, but I just think Scoot's insane. He doesn't shoot the 3-ball that well, but
if you did not just say that, man, I can't get over this Brandon Miller metaphor you just made. That is unreal.
It's true. He can find his shooters. Yeah, but I think Scoot's insane. He gives me Russell Westbrook vibes. I saw a video of him driving straight line from the top of the key, just dunking easily. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
That shit was insane. He's got like
He's
a
huge,
6'9"
too.
wing. Yeah, he's got like a 6'9" wingspan. I
He
don't
also
know.
looks like he's 25 years old. Like,
Yeah,
man,
he does.
built.
He's
Built.
shredded, dude.
Yeah,
It's insane. I would totally go Scoot. I get like Brandon Miller is a better fit for the Hornets, but I don't know. I just wouldn't pass up on him. I think he's going to be insane, in my opinion. But
That's where
whatever.
I would go as well. I like
Yeah.
that pick.
I saw
That's
that
it.
video of him as well, and I immediately wanted to send Cat there.
yeah, dude,
Bro,
for
you
real.
wish.
And
We got to get Cat's zesty ass out of Minnesota.
give us that pick. I want Scoot.
Pick 3. Forbrook.
Yeah, no, I was hoping Scoot was gonna fall here. I think he's the way better player. Brandon Miller. Yeah, just got to go with Brandon Miller here. I mean,
Don't sound so excited for him. Jeez.
if I was the Blazers, I would not be excited, and I would be trying to trade this pick ASAP because I think there's a lot of teams that, especially with the new CBA, are going to try to get like younger and try to get these really like good young guys on cheap deals just so they can kind of like the NFL model with the QBs. Just because to get over that tax, it's basically just like a burden for like at
Right.
least a year or two. So.
Who do you think they could trade that pick to?
Oh, I think there's a boatload of teams. I think
The Wolves, please.
the Wolves I
would do it.
would entertain.
I would trade Cat for pick 3 and Anthony Simons. I would. I'd do it right now.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I think the Jazz
I
would
would
be
do it.
very happy that we did that.
The Jazz.
Since they have all of our firsts for the next, they'd be like, all right,
Yeah.
they could have just be bottom of the West here.
True, but Ant, Simons, Miller, Gobert,
Yeah.
Nas,
McDaniels. Come on.
McDaniels.
McDaniels starting.
So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
you know, I kind of like the model of building everyone around Ant's age and then letting them grow together. And like
Yeah.
Ant's the obvious one. Like we've seen from these ridiculous Cat and Pat Bev comments the last 3 days that Cat doesn't think he's a 2. And that worries me a little bit. Like if he doesn't have the mindset of like, this is Ant's team at the end of the game. Like
Well,
I don't know. I want to.
I agree with that, but if you listen to the whole episode, he acknowledges that Ant is the Wolves one.
He does. Okay.
He acknowledges Ant's the guy. He knows Ant's the guy. But yeah, he does have that attitude in general, though. I do agree with that.
you kind of want everyone to, not everyone, but like you.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Pick
Brandon Miller's
4
the
here is me, the Rockets. I totally think the Rockets are trying to move this trade or this pick through trade.
Yeah.
That's been the talk. I don't know what if they're trying to acquire a vet, I guess, because they want James Harden. I don't know why on earth they would want James Harden, but they're apparently trying to win, so they might trade this pick here. If they keep it, though, I think they should actually go Cam Whitmore. I don't necessarily think he is a higher ceiling prospect than like an Asur Thompson, but he fits way better with the Rockets. They don't need another guard. They need a wing. They need more wings. So they get this guy who is an explosive, athletic, huge dude. He's 6'7", 230. Like Cam Whitmore is insanely strong and athletic, and he can score. And he's also a good defender, which we all know the Rockets need defense. They don't have a single defender on their damn team. So nice 3-and-D player with huge upside given his athleticism and his strength. So I'm going to go Cam Whitmore here at 4. Your
I think
boy,
that's
Spinny.
I think that's my boy, but I think that's higher than Cam Whitmore is going to go in real life. I think both the Thompsons are going to go before him. 100%.
No way.
You don't think so?
No chance. One of them is going to go after him. I would be shocked.
I think there's a chance Taylor Hendricks goes before Cam Whitmore too.
He's the fastest riser they've been saying on the boards. So
We'll see.
pick 5, Chase. What do you got?
Yeah, so I kind of agree with Spinny about one of the Thompson twins probably getting drafted within that top 5. If Cam Whitmore would have fell to the Pistons at 5 here, I probably would have leaned that way. I love Villanova. They've had some, obviously some stars in the league as of late. I think they come from a good culture, so I think that would have been a good fit especially with how many guards the Pistons have. But since you took that guy from me, I'm going to go with, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Jarris Walker from Houston. Kind of a combo forward, that small forward, power forward. Like I said, the Pistons taking guards the last 3 years with Cunningham, Killian Hayes, and then Jaden Ivey, obviously. So I don't think they need to add another guard. So I think they can. I think that Walker would be a good fit with Duran there.
Pistons are livid that they fell all the way to 5 in the lottery.
The Pistons have a pretty good young squad though, and
They got Monty Williams.
Monty
yeah.
Williams is, I think, the right guy for that team.
That's
So
a huge signing.
right, if everyone can stay healthy, and they can maybe get a vet or two to come fill a couple roles, I think that team could be pretty solid in the East.
I like it. Spinny, you're back up.
All
Oh,
right, boys, it's time.
It's time for first
Question
round?
number 1.
all right. Who's going first, Spinny? You pick.
Who's going first? I'll go first.
All right.
You want to go first?
I kind of do.
All right, Forbs wants
All right,
to go
Forbs
first.
going
Let
first.
Forbs go first.
All right, you can look.
I'm looking this way.
All right. On June 26, 1996, the Timberwolves traded the rights to guard Ray Allen and a 1998 first-round pick to the Bucks for this 2-time All-Star guard.
Got it. Actually, I have no idea if it's right.
Who
but
did the Wolves trade Ray Allen for?
I got an answer.
Yeah,
I'll wait for you guys.
I think I have an answer.
I don't think my answer's right though.
I don't think mine's either, but it's the only answer that came
1996.
I don't
The
think-
guy they got back is a 2-time All-Star guard.
I don't think we have this guy.
Bonus points if you can name the guy they drafted with the first-round pick.
All right, I'll give my guess, even though I know it's wrong, but I just don't know who it is.
Derek, do you have a guess?
I have no idea.
Sam
Probably someone-
Cassell's my guess.
You're what?
Sam Cassell is my guess.
Oh, that is a good guess. I was going. It's probably too early. I was going Stephon Marbury.
I was also going with Marbury. That name just instantly came to mind, so I feel like that's kind of right. I feel like
I like Spinny's guess more though.
To me, I feel like I feel like it's been known that we kind of regretted that trade, and I feel like Marbury was kind of a bust. So that's kind of what I guess why.
What
that
you
came
got?
to mind.
What is it?
It is Stephon Marbury.
Yeah. Because we didn't get Cassell until like 2002 or 2001. So I knew that was wrong, but I
Is
could not-
Cassell made an All-Star game anyways?
Yeah, at least one. I don't know all
With the-
two, but
I don't know.
All right. Spinny, you're back on the board. Lando Magic, pick 6.
Lando Magic.
Your first real pick.
Yeah. The Magic don't need guards really. Like we have ball handlers, we have Paolo, we have Suggs, we have Franz. Like I don't really want anybody else handling the
So you're
ball.
passing on the Thompsons.
I'm passing on the Thompsons. I have to.
Ooh.
I just think fit wise. So
Fit
I'm
wise,
going
right.
the best 3-and-D shooter, and that's Taylor Hendricks. Shot 39% from the field last year, 15 points a game, almost 2 blocks too, 1.7 blocks, 6'8" 7'1" wingspan. Kind of the exact guy they need. They need guys around Paolo and catch and shoot. Hopefully they develop a little bit of an off the dribble offensive game, but you don't want the ball in their hands. You want them catching the ball from Paolo and Franz.
Man, I was hoping this guy fell to pick 9. I was going to take him at 9. So screw you, Spinny.
Sorry.
Derek, what do you
I
got?
was not listening. Who did he take?
He took Taylor Hendricks at pick 6.
Oh, fuck. I liked him. Well, I'm going to go with
Pick
the
7.
Amen Thompson twin. You know, I'm kind of surprised that they fell this far. There's some
Oh, yeah,
dogs,
definitely.
dude. They're crazy. This is for the Pacers. I thought that Hendricks fit super well with the Pacers because they don't have like a power forward like that produces at all. I think they have a couple small forwards, but either way, they just need some talent. And this part of the draft, I feel like you're kind of just picking right fit because I feel like there's a lot of similar talents. Like some of them can pop, some of them can't. So,
Yeah, definitely.
and I don't know which Thompson twin is better.
So are you going with a man or a Sewer?
Amen, because he's
Okay.
ranked higher.
I think he is the better one, yeah.
But the other one won MVP in their league. So, fuck.
Oh,
Whatever.
did you really?
Yeah, I feel like a Sewer's more of a scorer and a Men's more of a scorer passer. We give him
Yeah,
all the ball.
a man's got the playmaking. Yeah.
Yeah, but Asura scoring downhill is better.
Asur has better stats too.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I'm going to take him at pick 8.
There you go. You're welcome.
You made my
Back to
pick
back,
easy
the
again.
brothers.
I got you, bro. I'm gonna give her.
So the Wizards are trading Beal then.
Well, that's kind of what it looks like, right? And
Yeah.
this guy slots right in as like the shooting guard, small forward, scoring that they can develop around, or hopefully develop around. It doesn't seem like he's probably going to be like a number 1, but
Yeah.
he can be at least hopefully Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
So more athletic, hopefully. Seems like it.
Not quite as good of a shooter, obviously, but hopefully that develops better.
Pick 9 for the Jazz. I'm actually going Anthony Black, point guard out of Arkansas. I don't think he was able to really showcase his talents this past year at Arkansas fully because he started the year and missed half, if not 3/4 of the season with an injury. And when he came back, he was definitely rusty. And I mean, he probably only shot like 38% from the field, I think. But this guy's got an extremely high IQ, and he always is making the right play, and he's an amazing defender. I feel like the Jazz need somebody to like set up the offense and get things rolling. So I'm gonna go guard Anthony Black here at pick 9.
Like it.
So
So the Mavs.
And boys.
before he gets the pick,
Before. He has got to think about it this whole time.
wow.
Who's
He
next?
cut off Chase's second pick. Well, you go next. We'll just start with you and then Forbes and you.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. I have 2 here. It's so hard. Okay. Which 15th overall NBA draft pick has more steals in their career than fouls?
I have an answer.
I have an answer.
I have zero faith in my answer. But
I think he was maybe like 14th, but I got an answer. 15th overall.
Fuck, you guys have answers.
I just thought of someone else too. I just thought of someone else.
Derek, you got somebody this time?
This generation are, yeah.
Dude, was Ricky Rubio? Fifth pick?
No,
I have
fit-
no-
How do you
He's like-
not, how do you
He was
not know that?
ahead of Curry, so it was like 5 or 6, I think. 5.
you said, did he say 5th?
15th.
15th.
Oh,
15th,
15? Oh, shit. I thought you said 5th. All right, go to someone else. I got to think.
Bus?
Do you want me to spit my answer out?
Let's all say it at the same time.
Yep.
Giannis.
Yeah, that's Giannis was mine too.
Chase?
Kawhi.
That was my second one. That's the one I thought of too.
What'd Chase say?
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. Derek?
Kawhi. That's a good one. Now that I
We got 2 Giannis, 2 Kawhis. Who is it?
It's Kawhi.
Fuck.
Kawhi
Yes, 2 for
15th
2.
overall. 1,085 steals and 1,072 personal fouls.
Wow.
And 1,072 missed games.
Yes, probably.
More missed games than steals.
All right, since Spinny rudely cut you off, now you can make the 10th pick. Or whatever pick we're at.
Yeah, 10th here with Dallas. Dallas, I feel like, is kind of I don't want to say a mess. They obviously have one of the best players in the league, but they have an insane guy in Kyrie, and they're trying to ship Christian Wood. So
You're not picking who I think you're picking.
I'm leaning between. Really wanted one of those Thompson twins. I think Dallas needs another scorer, another wing. Tim Hardaway's getting old. They just need somebody who can put the ball in the hoop other than Kyrie and Luka. I think I'm going to go with maybe a little bit of a homer pick being a Duke fan, but I'm going to go with Derek Lively here. I think they're gonna get rid of Christian Wood and just try to get cheaper. Derek Lively, obviously, not good at offense at all, but is a complete rim protector, one of the better rim protectors last year. So
Biggest reach panel.
yeah,
What do you think about that?
So
Who did you take?
I'm angry because I was going to take him, my next pick.
Oh, you were taking him.
I was going to take him at my next pick in a couple picks from now, yeah.
Sheesh. Stuff for you. Is it me? I'm up.
It's tough. It's tough taking a 7'2" center who can block 3 shots a game. That's tough. Spinny?
Yeah.
All right. There's Spinny's logic for you. Let's hear your amazing pick then at pick 11, your second Magic pick.
Second Magic pick. We're following the same theme. We want shooters who can play off the ball and be effective around Paolo and the ball handling guards that they already have. So we're going to take Grady Dick from Kansas.
No way.
40%. Want him sitting on the line. I think he fits perfect with the Magic. He's going to know his role. He's not going to want the ball in his hands that much. So I think that's where we're going here with 11 with the Magic.
I like that pick. If they can
Terrible.
get another
Terrible, huh? Let's hear it then.
I like that pick, Spinny.
Let's just keep drafting guys who only score. That's the Magic's mold or what? They
What
don't
do
want
you
any
mean?
defenders? No defense?
Paolo only scores?
Franz?
Are you kidding me right now?
They got Bull.
Franz?
They got Bull.
Franz can't play D. No.
None of them can play D.
Taylor Hendricks can play
Great.
D. I already got
Great.
Taylor Hendricks.
Grady
And
Dick
he's
ain't
shooter
playing a
now.
lick of defense. That's for damn sure.
I got Taylor Hendricks.
Whatever.
Sucks.
I ain't worried about a UCF Taylor Hendricks being your best defender.
You mean future Robert Covington, Taylor Hendricks? Is that what you're talking about?
A Robert Covington that you roasted on this podcast a couple weeks ago?
I'm talking about early career Rocco. Early career Rocco.
Never-
Next pick,
Never forget.
Derek Kilibarda, pick 2. Or pick whatever we're at, 12.
12.
Pick 2, huh? That's nice.
Dude. Fuck, this is tough. I really like Case and Wallace, so I'm going to go with Case and
Yep.
Wallace. I think he's a dog.
Great pick.
Shoots the ball well. I think he's like a good NBA role player. I just feel like he kind of like fits that mold right away. That's what I saw with him at Kentucky. He just looked like he was like ready to like. And OKC, man, they're kind of ready to make a little run here. Starting to get some talent together.
What are they gonna do? I feel like they need to like make a move for a star with all the picks they have and all the good young players they have. Like you got
They got
an
it.
insanely good young core. I feel like they got to get. I don't know.
They have
They're
too
obviously
much.
developing well, but
Yeah, I agree with you. They got to trade some of those picks.
they're
Or-
legit. Especially we haven't seen Chet yet, but
Yeah, dude. If they get like a good player, I mean, they will get a good player because I think this draft is stacked. But once they get back, fucking whatever, Chet, and then if they can all stay healthy, I know they're young, but they're talented, so they'll be
for
fun.
sure.
Forbs, you're up next. Pick 13.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go old classic Raptors and just take the guy with the highest floor. We're gonna take Jordan Hawkins. 21 years old, can fit right in with Fred VanVleet's probably. Well, you guys think if someone offers Fred VanVleet like 35 a year, is someone gonna match that? 30 a year?
The Raptors
Or the
aren't
Raptors are gonna
matching
match that?
30,
No,
35.
yeah. So
No,
he's probably
I think
gone.
they're ready to move on.
And so we're gonna pencil Jordan Hawkins in for the Fred VanVleet spot.
Man, basically all my guys are gone here for pick 14. I'm gonna go Kobe Buffkin from Michigan. Great all-around point guard. Can do a little bit of everything. He's not overly amazing at anything, but he's solid at everything. Defense, three-point shooting, pull-ups, finishing at the rim. He's solid at everything. I feel like they would much rather have. He played fine at the point guard position, but I feel like they would much rather have CJ off ball playing the 2 where he belongs and get more of a playmaking point guard in there to help them out. So I'm going Kobe Buffkin here. Last pick of the lottery, pick 14.
All right.
Who's up? The Hawks,
The
pick
Hawks
15?
are up here at 15. Be honest, I don't know a whole lot about this guy. Just seen a Seen him on a lot of mock drafts going within the top 15. Hawks kind of already have their big man with Capella there. They still got John Collins. I know they're trying to shop him, but they still got DeAndre Hunter stacked at guard. So I'm going to go with a wing here forward. This Belil Koulibaly from France.
Chase.
He played with Victor
Looks like he did, yes.
on the Metropolitans.
Yep. So
Victor's teammate. Okay.
The Metropolitans. Yeah.
Well, duh. Come on now. You don't need to. You don't always need to be roasting these
Why?
people, Spinny.
Why not? I just
All right,
don't
let's-
want to be a Victor hater, low key, because like everyone just loves him so much.
Everyone loves him. Someone's got to be the hater.
Literally.
All right.
someone
I
does.
All right, I can respect that actually.
But like, I know I'm gonna be wrong, so it's kind of just like I don't know, but
Right.
I don't want to do it. We might get
Skinny
some Victor hate in
Skinny
this pod.
Bayless.
Spinny Bayless, nice.
Is it time? Is it time for trivia again? By the way.
No, it's not. You're not the trivia
So-
guy today.
So
I am.
Spinny, you're just whipping it out, huh? Random.
Yes,
You're
it's
not
random. You don't get to know when it's coming. It's not
All right.
a pattern. It's random. Come on. You don't get to know. I'm the trivia master today.
Okay, well then you're up. Pick 16.
I'm up. And that was pick 14 you just said.
This guy's serious right now.
Did I choke? Did I choke it?
guy.
All right. Well, I
This
probably
guy.
choked it. So I'm taking an upside guy for the Jazz, a guy that could be a bust, but also has the potential to be like a 2 or 3 on a championship team here at pick 16, and that is Keontae George, guard from Baylor. Combo guard, I think, lots of scoring upside. He can kind of score from anywhere. Really a pull-up god, whether it's from 3, mid-range. He also has a little float game and stuff going on. But his performance in college wasn't amazing. Did score 15 a game, but only 33% from 3, and his facilitating numbers aren't necessarily to the spot that you want it. But I think his upside for a team like the Jazz that's kind of just looking to hit on a star, I think this has the potential for a player like that.
Okay. Not bad. Pretty mid, but not bad.
Not bad, huh? Who would you have taken then, Bus? Give me your pick.
Pick 16.
Yeah.
The Jazz. I don't know, man. Probably Nick Smith. He's got way higher upside.
No.
No. Oh, okay. No, wrong music, but okay. Trivia round 3, I guess.
On 3. Right in time.
You 100% waited one more pick just because I brought it up. 100% why you waited one more pick.
No, I did not.
This.
I don't have it planned, buddy. I don't have it
Chase?
planned.
Chase,
Random.
give us your question.
All right. So I didn't know how hard or easy this question was, but we're going to go with, okay, so it's a 2-part question. I think to make it fair, you guys should all answer your first answer at the same time, and then we'll answer the second one at the same time. But the question is, the 2013 NBA draft, number 1 pick was Anthony Bennett. I'm going to give you the teams of the 2nd and 3rd pick, but I need the players that were drafted. The 2nd pick would have been the Orlando Magic, and the 3rd pick would have been
This
the
is like-
Washington Wizards.
This is like historically the worst draft of all time.
It's
Yeah.
awful. I looked at it, and
Great
it's
question.
horrible.
It's so bad that I don't even
It's
remember who went picks
awful.
2 and 3. I'd
Magic
seriously
and
drawing a blank
Wizards?
right now.
Magic and Wizards.
Magic Wizards.
I think there's maybe only one All-Star in the top 10 of this draft. All right, so
I really have zero
whenever
idea.
you guys have
Not a single
have your
idea.
Orlando pick ready, number 2 pick, you guys, I'll count it out and you guys can all say it.
Actually, I got it.
What?
This is just the Orlando pick.
Maybe I don't.
Can't believe I don't remember even one of them.
Count us down.
Yeah, you got to count us down. I'll just
You got 10
take forever.
seconds.
I think I have number 3 too.
We're just doing Orlando here, number 2. 5, 4,
I seriously can't
3, 2,
remember. I got nothing.
1.
Junior Nelson.
Victor Oladipo.
Oh.
So nothing from Buss and nothing from Spinny.
Derek, do you have an answer or no?
Derek,
Not for the Magic.
Nothing.
No.
that is correct. Victor Oladipo, number 2.
I think I know
John
number.
Forbes.
I think I know 3 too. So
Who's
All
3
right,
again? The team?
Number
Wizards.
3 was the Washington Wizards. I'll give you about 15 seconds here, 20 seconds.
Wizards.
Don't say anything out loud, obviously. But
Oh my god.
Who I want to say is not right, but that's all I can think of. So.
maybe I remember.
Are we ready?
I got this question from it was essentially a blank board of just the draft, and you had to fill in the picks, and I knew it was Anthony Bennett, and after that I was clueless. All right, 5 seconds. 5, 4,
Bro, I don't know,
3,
man.
2.
100% not it. Bradley
One.
Beal.
Bradley Beal.
Otto Porter.
Oh my God.
That's it.
That's it.
Is
It's gotta be.
Forbrook the only one with an answer again?
I said Bradley Beal.
Oh,
They said
Bradley
Beal. They
okay.
said Beal.
Otto Porter, was it right?
Oh damn.
This guy Forbrook just
That's my
almost-
first one's right.
Yeah, but you jumped all the way to the top. Tie with Chase now, 4 points.
Go.
Can I read you guys off this top 10 quick from that draft?
Yeah, let's hear it, Chase.
Yeah, tell us the top 10. I'm
It
interested.
was Anthony Bennett, Victor Oladipo, Otto Porter, obviously. Then it went Cody Zeller, Alex Len, Nerlens Noel, Ben McLemore, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, so he's been a pretty solid role player, Trey Burke by yours truly, Minnesota, and then 10 was CJ McCollum. So CJ
Okay.
McCollum was an all-star, obviously.
Pick 15, Giannis. This is Giannis's draft.
So this was Giannis's draft. Steven Adams.
He's
is
the
in
Colin
here.
best player in the top 10, though, huh?
Literally.
Yep. So, Dennis Schroeder, Reggie Bullock, Tim Hardaway Jr.
You mean
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Bag fumbler. We don't say that man's name in this pod.
Yeah, bag from
Ultimate bag.
Bag fumbler only.
$80 million is down the drain.
All right, who's up?
Derek's up.
I am
17.
17th pick for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Ooh.
You know what? Derek Whitehead.
Tariq.
Tariq,
Tariq.
Get
Yeah.
it right.
the
My bad.
the Duke boy.
The dude.
Yeah, I just think, I mean, he can
Good
shoot it.
fit for them.
Yeah, I think he's a good fit. But he gets fucking injured a lot. He had like 2 surgeries or something like that.
Yeah,
So
he
I
did.
mean, that's not good for that team.
You don't
But
even know.
I think they just need some shooting, and he shot like 42% from 3 or something like that. Yeah, 42.4% from 3. Doesn't do much else.
He was top 3, maybe not top 3, but for sure top 5 high school recruit. So
Yeah.
that upside was there at some point. So maybe it comes back for the Lakers there.
Like,
Who's gonna draft Amani Bates, dude? Who's gonna take the swing?
He's coming.
Someone's
He's
gonna take
not
the swing.
getting out of the first round, I tell you that.
I thought about it right there. It's 17.
One of us will swing on him for sure. Forbrook, who do you got at 18?
Yeah, we're gonna take a guard for the Heat here. We're gonna go Jalen Hood.
Come on.
Shafino?
Come on.
I'm stealing picks from you now.
Yeah, you are.
No, I don't know. Probably fits the Heat culture, and hopefully he's a dog. I mean, the Heat are. I was thinking of taking Hawkes here, to be honest, because he seems like he'd be perfect Heat. But yeah, no, we're gonna go with Jalen Hood.
Little update too. Luis Arise just hit a home run. Let's go. Shout out to the former twin boy hitting 400 in the Marlins.
Dude, shut up.
Let's go.
Shut up. No one cares about your fantasy team. Shut up.
Hey, I wasn't shouting out my fantasy team. I was shouting out the boys. The boy, Luis Arias. Come on.
This guy.
What? You don't like former twins or what? You're a hater?
You're unbelievable. That's all I got to say.
You got traded.
Pick 19. A trade you were totally okay with. You loved it, by the way. Anyways, pick 19 to the I hate this dude,
question. Number 4.
This man sucks. I want to go last, Derek. Give us your trivia question.
Okay. On March 22nd, 2020, this Denver Nuggets player completed a feat that has never been done in NBA history. Who and what record?
You want to give me the date again one more time?
March 22nd, 2020.
A 2020 game. A Denver Nuggets player set a record, an NBA record.
Yeah, it
I
was.
missed the question. What
It
was
was.
it?
It was a new record. That's for sure.
Don't repeat it for this kid. You don't get a repeat.
Yeah,
Listen.
On March 22nd, 2020, this Denver Nuggets player completed a feat that has never been done in NBA history. Who and what feat?
Shoot.
Where do we start with this one?
Shit, man. Fuck.
such a
2020.
such a wide open question.
Can you give us somewhat of a hint?
It was off the court.
Gotcha. All right. That helps.
Off the court.
I mean, I have a guess of what happened. I don't know the player, man.
How do you have a guess what happened and not know the player?
Was it like when Jamal Murray put on something on his Snapchat?
All right, count us down.
Me?
Yep.
All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do any of you guys have a guess?
Jamal Murray record for a number of NBA players with their genitals on Snapchat.
Instagram.
There you
Or
go.
Instagram.
That actually was it. Getting top on Instagram.
That was it?
He was the first one, baby.
Let's
He
go.
was the first one. Hey, it's never been done in NBA history. That's a feat right there.
Who invited this guy?
There's no way. Are you kidding me?
Did I just take the lead?
Oh yeah, you got 6 now.
I'm disappointed in the rest of you.
The standings.
Spinny, what are
The
you?
standings, by the way, we only have one question left. This man Spinny has a fat 0 on the scoreboard.
We have 2 questions left. I have another question.
So yeah, either way, you gotta get my question right, or you're gonna end with a 0.
Correct.
I have 2. Derek has 2. Chase has 4. Forbrook has 6. So that's the trivia standings. Where are we at? It's my pick 19.
Flustered him.
Man, I don't know what direction the Warriors are going to go here. Obviously, they're still trying to win. I'm going to go who I think they probably should take, just given their biggest need, and that's another freaking big man. They got no big man. They got 6'8" Kevon Looney's their only big man. I'm going to go Noah Clowney. He's a good defensive big from Alabama. He's young. He's actually a capable three-point shooter, too. Obviously, Warriors, they would love that. He kind of reminds me of a Clint Capella in terms of defense and rebounding ability, but then obviously a capable three-point shooter. So a three-point shooting Clint Capella is what this guy is, for those that don't know who he is. So that's what I'm taking at pick 19, Noah Clowney.
I have a question. Why did Zach Edey fall off so hard?
Off so hard he had to go back to college.
I feel like he gives me like Walker Kessler vibes, where like people are sleeping on like what he can do. I don't know. That might just be me. He might be ass.
No, I definitely get what you're saying. I think
there's definitely a place for him in the NBA, like with his size, like
yeah,
for at least like 12 minutes a game.
Yeah,
Am I crazy, or has he been in college basketball for like 6 years?
Everyone's in college basketball for 6 years nowadays.
Yeah, I just worry he's just like a Taco Fall 2.0.
Right.
Too big. His weight's too big. He can't get up and down the court.
And just side to side movement.
He can't move laterally. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Chase,
pick 20.
Pick 20.
All right, pick 20 here. So
who's up at
see
20?
what I
The
got.
Rockets.
this is the Rockets. Kind of just basing my pick here off of Buss's pick earlier with Cam Whitmore. Getting that forward position. or guard, I guess. Shooting guard. I'm gonna go with. I know that's not who I'm going with. Chill. I'm gonna go with another. His twin brother's actually in the NBA right now. Pretty good scorer.
Is that who you wanted, Spinny?
I'm gonna go with Chris Murray. Chris Murray from Iowa. Another kind of that small forward, power forward combo. So I think the Rockets just need, they kind of got same things the Thunder kind of got going on a little bit. They don't have as good of players, obviously, but just a ton of young players and picks, and so they just kind of gotta, I feel like, get some role players here and see what they can develop, I guess. My dog is going crazy, so I'm going to let him out of the room quick.
Picked 22.
21.
Let the dogs out. Chase.
Now who are you going to go with? Shut up.
I'm gonna go with the biggest reach of the draft so far for a team that needs a star. The Nets. We got a bunch of great role players.
Imani Bates ain't that guy, man.
He might be that guy.
No.
Imani Bates.
I was gonna take him.
One to the Nets. They're playing the upside. They might get a star in free agency, and then if this guy has that, who does have that upside, turns out, who knows? Big questions obviously are: can a Mikal Bridges-led locker room keep Imani Bates out of trouble in New York? Is that necessarily the best play? Maybe not, but I think they're taking the risk.
That'd be crazy. I like it though. That's what you got to do at this time of the draft, right? You got to just send it. That's some dudes. Pick 22. Derek, who do you got?
22. We're going Amari Bailey. I don't know why, but I like him. I think
Like Amari Bailey.
Yeah, he's a dog.
So wait,
Another reach.
do the
Straight to
Nets,
show up at games.
do the Nets have back-to-back picks?
Yeah.
Yes.
These backs, they got to hit on one of them, right? Amari
That's
Bailey or
what I'm
Imani
saying.
Bates. One of them's gonna hit.
It's better odds.
I like it. I like that pick. 23. Forbrook, who you got?
Well, I'm thinking if the Blazers do keep these picks and do keep Dame, they're going to try to win now. I don't know. The first pick I picked the trade. This one we're going to pick to stay. We'll split it up. I got two guys in mind, but I think we're going to go with Tracy Jackson Davis. Yeah, I just balled out at Indiana for the last 3-4 years. Just every time he played the Gophers was just doing everything for him. So
The Gophers, huh?
I mean, yeah, that's the only time I watched Tracy and Jackson Davis.
The last in the Big Ten first. You're talking about
Yeah, the worst squad
in the league.
in the North. So yeah, we're going Tracy Jackson Davis.
Okay. That was a guy I was considering here with this pick because I think the Kings are looking to kind of get a solid defending forward. They're going to lose Harrison Barnes this free agency, which is a great thing because he sucks on that team. Harrison Barnes is terrible. I'm going to go a guy, actually, I didn't really.
Okay, trivia time, Jack. Your pick, so I figured you'd want to be your question.
It's 2 times in a row you've cut me off, man. I don't appreciate it. All right, actually, this is a question I'm about 90% positive I asked months ago, if not last year, on trivia at some point, but we're sending it again. The very first foreign player drafted. In 1978 is the year.
I got a guess, but I don't think it's right.
I got a guess too. Yeah.
I'm almost positive I asked this question, at least to you, Spinny.
It's medium.
I'd say it's medium.
All right. Count us down then.
It might be hard, I guess, but all right, 10 seconds.
The first international drafted player was until 1978.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
I guess you had to get basketball integrated over in
Yeah.
all these different places. All right, count us down.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Derek, Chase, you
Hakeem
guys have
Olajuwon.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Bull Bull's dad.
Manute Bull.
That's what I said.
Derek, do you have a guess?
I don't know if this is even close, but Sabonis' dad. I just have no idea.
Oh, I like that pick.
Elitist.
All
Probably a little early, but I
all
like
good
that.
guesses by you guys.
None of
This guy is a father of somebody on the Warriors. Michael Thompson
Oh,
plays
shit.
dad.
Oh, you did
Gopher.
ask this question.
I did, right? Yeah.
Well,
Klay
he's
Thompson.
American, right? But he's
He was born in
He's-
the Bahamas.
He's
huh?
from the Bahamas.
fuck. That's
Trick
I know.
question.
I
Trick
know.
question.
Doesn't count.
so. I
5,
won
6
trivia.
There's one more question.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah, I got 2 questions.
Yeah, at worst, though, you're going to tie with Chase. So, yeah, I mean, pretty much won.
Nah, tie isn't the win. Tie's the tie.
Yeah, we gotta. Well, we
Well,
OT.
we'll have a tiebreaker.
Without further ado, Mr. Jack Bussler.
Finally, I'm not going to get cut off anymore after this freaking question. I'm going to a guy I didn't even really watch in college. Watched a little bit of him towards the end of the year. That's Olivier Maxence Prosper. Probably butchered that first part of his last name, but this is a defensive wing. And like I was saying earlier, they lose Harrison Barnes at free agency, so they have to replace that spot. And I think their biggest need is defense, right? They have all these scorers on the Kings. They need some more defenders. So get a versatile forward here who could guard anywhere from the 2 to 4s in the NBA. Pick 25.
Pick 25.
That's a pick for my most hated team. In the
Yeah,
NBA.
Chase got a pick for the Grizzlies. I know he loves that.
Yeah, we
Chase's
love that.
favorite team.
We love that suspension that came out today. We won't name names, but I was really hoping there would be a point guard here that I liked on the board. I know they're gonna hopefully lose ties. And Jaws obviously out the first part of the year, but this is the part of the draft that gets tough, I guess. So, wasn't he taken?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure? Nick Smith was definitely taken.
No, I took Anthony Black.
Oh hell yeah! Then I'm taking Nick Smith. I thought he was taken a long time ago. All right.
No, I mentioned Spinny should have taken instead
Yeah,
of
that's what. Okay. Yeah.
dumbass Keontae
All right.
George.
I'll take Nick Smith there then.
You just wait till Keontae George is an all-star multiple times.
All-star. All right, Hardies and Hardos. We're rewinding this take
4 times.
in 5 years from now. We're rewinding this. 4-time All-Star. That is the worst take I've ever heard in my life, Spinny. And
All
you've
right.
had some pretty bad ones.
That's a tough task, Spinny.
Pick 26, Spinny. What do you got? Your last pick.
My last pick. It's tough. Pacers, again, we're going shooting. 4-year player in college, lots of experience. I think could come in and be effective right away. Shooter next to Tyrese, and that is Ben Shepherd from Belmont.
Belmont, huh?
Belmont boy. Yep.
You have his you said 6'5"?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I was just gonna ask.
6'5", 200. Averaged 18 and 5 rebounds last year. Shot 41% from 3 and 47.5 from the floor. So good shooter. Multiple years. Got better every year. 16 as a junior, 18 as a senior from the field. So or scoring. So I think the Pacers could use him. You always use some more shooting, especially them with the good playmaking they have. So Ben Shepherd.
Derek, your last pick?
Has anyone taken
27.
Leonard Miller yet?
No, actually not.
Well, I'm going to take it
Yeah, that's a good pick.
for the Hornets. I think it's the Hornets.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
the
good
Hor-
pick. We probably had him fall a little too far, but
Yeah, there's another one too, but that's all right. I'll take them. Wow, I got a draft going here, boys.
For what?
No, I'm saying my team, dude.
Ooh.
If we're running fives with our teams, I'm taking that shit.
No, if you're running fives, y'all are getting whooped by my team.
Who's your sixth man?
Leonard Miller.
Let's go. All right. For pick 28, could draft for value here, but we're just gonna take one of my favorite college basketball players of all time. And no, not Drew Timme. We're taking Ami Jaquez Jr. from UCLA. Honestly, he sounds like he should be playing for the Jazz. The way the UCLA Jazz uniforms, they kind of got the same vibe.
Facts.
I like him. He should be a solid role player in the NBA. My last pick here, I feel like we pretty much. Do the Pacers have a pick earlier than 26? Or is that their first pick?
They had pick 7.
Said he wouldn't be interrupted, but he sits corrected over there on the other side. So here we go. Let's get my last trivia question in for the boys. This team has a pick in the teens of this year's draft. This team played its first season as a franchise in the Western Conference and then moved to the Eastern Conference for the rest of the franchise's history. Which team? Which NBA team? They have a pick between 11 and 19.
They start in the East. You said how long were they in the East?
They started in the West. They were in the West
Oh.
for one season, then moved to the East for the rest of their history.
Started in the West, moved to the East. Can I look at the draft board?
Yeah, look at the draft board. Teams are Magic, Thunder, Raptors, Pelicans, Hawks, Jazz, Lakers, Heat, Warriors.
Started in the West, moved to the East.
That's not right? The Warriors are in the West.
No, it's just.
All right, I think I got mine.
I got to guess.
All right, let's hear it in 3, 2, 1.
New Orleans.
Orlando, New Orleans.
I was gonna say Charlotte.
I don't know. Raptors.
New Orleans is in the West right now, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
It's the team that's in the East. Yeah.
Yeah. The answer is the
Magic.
The answer is the Miami Heat.
Oh,
How
let's
the hell
go.
are
Miami
they in the
Heat
West?
played in the West in the 1988-89 season, and then which was their first season in existence as a franchise. And then they immediately moved to the West in 89-90, and they've always been, or immediately moved to the East, and they've always been the East. That's them. Miami.
Would love to have been.
What are
in
you
that
cheering
position.
for?
Should be a champ, baby. Chase didn't get it.
True. I was hoping Chase would pull it off, but
I mean, I don't know how you can say one of the most East Coast teams should be in the West in any division. So
Yeah, that's
that's why it was wild.
That's a crazy
that's
question.
crazy. That was a really good one.
I was close enough with the Magic. Florida teams.
No,
I had the team. I had the
like
team.
300 miles away, not close. All right. Your
Pick 29. I hate Spinny so much, by the way. This is the worst mock draft I've ever experienced in my life. I will never do this again with Spinny. He sucks.
Why?
Pick 29. I'm going another scoring guard. They just need a lot of scorers.
It's bitter because it's got the worst team.
This guy kind of reminds me of a former Pacer, given the scoring, and that is Bryce Sensabaugh from Ohio State. Wasn't supposed to be a one-and-done player, but he was just because of how well he was playing. I mean, he averaged anywhere from 15 to 18 a game. I don't have the numbers on me. Just a pure bucket getter. He has tons of questions about him on the defensive end, which is why he's going to fall to the later first round. But there's no denying his offensive talent. Chase with the last pick of the draft. Pick 30.
All right, the Clippers here. Just kind of was looking at their roster. Have 2 injury-prone forwards, an old point guard. Let's just give them another guard wing here with Andre Jackson from UConn. Don't really know much about him. Don't really care for the Clippers to have much success, so hopefully.
Oh, come on. Don't be a hater.
Andre Jackson to round out our draft. Okay. That was interesting draft. I feel like, I mean, one of the first names that comes to my mind is Ray and Rupert. Another
Jet
French
Howard
dude.
didn't get picked, did he?
Jet Howard didn't get picked.
No.
That's wild.
That's wild to me
I don't
too.
know how the fuck that happened.
I
I didn't
should.
notice. I would have taken him instead of Amari Bailey.
I almost took him instead of Bryce at 29, but those are two of the main ones. There's some hype around this City Cisco guy, another French dude that played in the G League last year. Not a ton of guys. Obviously, all your foreign prospects that we've never heard of, they could always slide in there at the end of the first round. But
Best pick was by far Imani Bates at 21.
Let's go.
No doubt, dude.
Let's go.
Worst
Best pick. All right, boys. That was the draft right there. Appreciate you all being on. Do we have any closing remarks, Bus, before we move on?
Happy
No,
Pride Month, Chase.
appreciate you, Derek, coming on for the first time. You were great, and hopefully we get you on again soon.
Thanks, dude. It was fun. I'd do it again.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Chase, appreciate you as always, too.
Oh, yes. Always an honor.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all.
Peace.
Deuces.
Okay. Now, Forbes, you're staying on with us, correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
My team was better than Jack's. Just wanted to make that clear.
Oh, I mean, I hope so, right? Like
You hope
have
so?
Victor.
Why?
You have Victor.
Exactly.
My team is better than Spinny.
My personal picks 2 through 4 are better than your 2 through 4 too. That's tough for you.
No, they're not.
Really? Taylor Hendricks, Grady Dick, and Keontae George? Ballers.
Keontae George, I cannot believe it, man.
I mean, you talking about Bradley Beal 2.0 like that. Stop doing that. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's what we're talking about here.
Oh, so a guy who's going to perform for 5 years and then just fall off the face of the earth and be completely irrelevant and be the most
And
overpaid
still
player.
average like over 25 a game. Fine.
Empty stats doesn't translate to winning whatsoever.
4-time All-Star is all I said. I didn't say game-breaking winner.
And all I said is a guy who's going to perform and then fall off. Was I wrong?
Yeah, sure. 4-time
Okay.
All-Star, bro.
All right. I'm holding you to this because that's actually such a bold take to me. There's no way.
Keontae, Bradley Beal, George. Come on.
No, literally zero shot.
I
I'm
wish
using-
I wish we were still doing this trivia thing so I could just play a trivia question right now.
I hate you so much for that, by the way. But Hardy's Hardos, we're going to finish with we'll talk a little bit of game 5. Not too much. We all know what happens at this point. I just think it was hilarious. The main thing I want to talk about is Jokic at the end of the game. I just think it was hilarious, just like how much he didn't care and how he just wanted to get up out of there. That's just who he is as a person. It's just so funny to see his personality come out like that. Just first thing he says is, "Now we can go home." Like he's just hilarious. Like, how can you hate this man?
I don't know if you can hear this, Hardy's and Hardos. We got an ice cream truck, an old school.
I can hear
ice
that.
cream truck right outside the window, so it is absolutely hilarious. But anyway, shout out to St. Louis Park for the ice cream truck. Yeah, game 5. Jokic. Did you see the parade today? That's one thing I want to mention. Coming from that is him just being like, "Yeah, actually, F it. Let's just effing parade. I love this. I know I said I wanted to go home, but let's say
Yeah.
it." Like what? Or him and Murray on the freaking tank. Him like out of the top of the like police tank, just like chilling with the Finals MVP, and Murray's got the Larry O'Brien just chilling on top of it, like barely holding on. I was just like, "What are we doing?" So funny.
And Mike, you guys see Mike Malone too. I mean, he was living. I mean, he wasn't the old serious Michael Malone we always see. Like he was on.
He had a couple of beverages. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Just a beverage or two, I think.
Yeah.
He called
Spinny-
Bruce Brown Brucey B.
Yeah.
When I
Did he?
saw
I didn't
Brucey
see
B
that.
come on, I was like, "Oh no."
Oh man. Spinny, what do you think of them continuously bringing up the Lakers? Though they did again in the ceremony. I think it was the owner or the president or something that did it this time.
I've said this for so long. It's like, can just get the Lakers live rent free in Michael Mallone's head for some reason.
Just get over it.
It's like you won the championship.
Yeah.
And you're still talking about the Lakers. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Who cares? Literally, makes no
Almost
sense
that.
to me. Okay, congrats to the Nuggets though and all your fans. That's lit. First championship in franchise history. I am extremely jealous as a Wolves fan. Hopefully, we can be the next franchise to make that leap. That would be lit. NBA season though, as a whole, I just want to ask y'all a couple questions. We'll keep it nice and simple. Tell me one of your favorite moments from the season, or a couple. What was something that stood out to you really enjoyed?
C's beating the Sixers, coming back down from 3-2, blowing another.
Hell yeah.
lead. Absolutely. Everyone was on the Sixers train. They're so good. Embiid's the MVP. And then the classic. I've been saying the whole time the Sixers can't beat the C's. And again, they can't beat the C's. Even with Joe Maz getting out coached, it didn't matter.
That was amazing. I'm not even a Celtics fan, but I'm a Sixer hater, so
Classic.
it was amazing to watch. Is that?
That's
Or
the
do you have
prospect.
anything?
One thing that sticks out to me, nothing right away, but then I was just thinking about like the weird Lakers season we had where they started the season with Russell Westbrook and everyone knew it wasn't going to work out. And like people were almost like at the end of the year, the Lakers were almost written off. And then the last couple weeks, they somehow put together a Western Finals team and they do it. I mean, they were never going to beat the Nuggets probably, but I mean, they easily the second best team in the West probably. And then also LeBron breaking the scoring record sticks out. I mean, that's part of that Lakers
That's
where
fine.
you had that video where AD was like sitting on the bench and like some people were hyped and it was just the Lakers season was just so weird, but they ended up, I don't know, it ended up being successful, which strange.
I mean, they won the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
They made it farther than Jordan
2-10.
ever made it in his career.
Yeah, no.
And
Yeah.
they started the season 2-10, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. But yeah, LeBron's scoring record that was awesome to me.
What else are we missing?
Obviously, John
We're
Morant.
missing something.
John
huge,
Morant's
right?
sketchy situation at the end of the season.
That was
here, but,
crazy.
Um,
There were so many. Well,
Can we talk?
I mean-
We might as well talk about that right now since we brought it up. Can we talk about the jaw suspension from today?
let's
And,
talk about it. What do you guys think about it? Enough?
25 games.
Not
Honestly,
enough?
My
Too little?
biggest
What do you
interest is just hearing the history a little bit before we give our opinions, and then we'll give our opinions. So if Forbes doesn't mind, I just want to hear suspensions of 25 games or more in NBA history.
well, I'll give you. There's a 24 and a 26 too, so we'll lump them in there too. In 2014, Jeffrey Taylor for the Hornets. I don't even remember who that was, but he was suspended for domestic assault and malicious destruction of property.
Nice.
And then we have 5 that were suspended for 25 games, all within the last 5 years. The last one was 2018. But Jody Meeks, positive for GHRP2 and Ipa Moreland. I don't even know what that is. Wilson Chandler, 2019 for PEDs. DeAndre Ayton in 2019 for a diuretic. John Collins in 2019 for Promolorin. Is this when they like changed like the drug testing stuff and
Yeah.
they got a bunch of guys
Yeah.
like that? So Didi Luzada in 2021 for positive for Dronsteline and testosterone. And then Ja Morant, obviously 2023 today, got 25. And then 26 for Kermit Washington in 1977, who he punched a Rockets player in the face. And I guess he was seriously injured and had to miss the rest of the season. So
I might have missed it in the beginning, but did you mention all the Mouse from the Palace guys?
Yep. So Steven Jackson got 30 games for that. And then Ron Artest got 80.
That was rest of season.
He got 86 games. And yeah,
Oh,
rest of the season.
He got additional too. It wasn't just the rest of that season. It was a couple even of the
No,
next
the
season.
rest of that season and the playoffs, which was 86.
Oh, okay. Never mind,
Other
that makes sense.
gun related, Gilbert Arenas got 50 games in 2010 for unloading the
Yeah.
firearm in the locker room. And then
Wasn't there another guy with that too on that team?
It was Javarius Kritian, or however the hell you say his last name. Yeah, well, because they brought it to like point at each other because they were beefing.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. They're like pointing at each other, like, beefing.
In the locker room.
Both guns are unloaded. So it's like, what are y'all doing? Like,
yeah, dumb.
So, and here's some that are like 7 games, which honestly, I think some of these 7-game ones, if we're looking back, probably should have been a little more. If we're going by today's, I guess, standards. J.R. Smith pleaded guilty to reckless driving, and he killed someone in 2009 or in 2007.
Yep.
Steven Jackson, he fired a gun outside of an Indiana strip club during an altercation. He got 7 games.
7 games.
Yep.
Post Malice in the Palace. Post Malice in the Palace.
Right?
And then, I mean, that was
No, post.
2007. That's post.
That's crazy.
And then Ron Artest, I mean, he had domestic assault in 2007 and got 7 games. And also Rasheed Wallace, he confronted Tim Donahue outside of a game after he gave him a technical foul, and that was 7 games. So,
Okay.
So some of these 7-game ones are.
That's awesome, though. Even Rasheed knew he was cheating.
No, yeah, right.
Rasheed literally knew. He's like, "You're cheating, motherfucker."
Another one was Nick Van Exel, 96, shoved a referee onto a score.
What are the biggest? Can we get the biggest player suspensions? I'm just curious at this point.
No, it was Ron Artest and then Latrell Sprewell when he choked and punched their head coach in 97.
Jeez. Choked and punched Ward. It was PJ? Let's
Yep.
go.
Mark Stevens. Oh, no, he's
Minority owner. That was the Kyle Lowry push.
Ime, and then Gilbert Arenas, and then
Crittenton. Yeah. Ime is up there, too. It's just funny, like, the standards of suspensions and, like, how they're laid out based on what they do. I don't know if Ja deserved 25 games, but all I will say is his first suspension was 10. He basically did the same thing. You had to at least double it. So I feel like minimum it had to be 20 games. So I feel like for what I thought it possibly could be, 25 is not too bad. I thought it was going to be 50, honestly, guessing before this. But
yeah,
I would have actually been mad if it was over 30.
You would have been mad if it was over 30?
Yeah, because, like, I mean, just like you just said, all the different length suspensions for these different things, like, there's no, like, consistency, it seems like. We're going to suspend a guy for over 30 games for, like, maybe – has there been a report that came out that said he actually did something illegal? Because, like, as far as I know, he did nothing illegal, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that matters too much, but –
It should, because
it definitely matters.
It definitely matters. If you're going to do – yes, no one is arguing what he did was right. He's an idiot. He's a dumbass for doing it, especially doing it twice.
I think he would
If
agree
he's a
with that.
legal gun owner, like he's not – we've had guys, like, get in legit fights or whatever, do drugs. And
punch fans.
Punch fans, get 20 games, like the same thing. He's just sitting in a car being a dumbass. That's all he was doing. So – he's already 25 is perfect to me. Like you said, Spinny, you have to at least double it. And he's not eligible for any awards anymore. So 25, that's enough to keep him out of all NBA and keep him out of award contention. So he's going to lose a ton of money. He's this year, $409,000 per game. So whatever that is times 25 is what he's losing.
How much?
For being a dumbass.
Yeah.
So I think all three of us are kind of on the same page, right, about this?
Yeah, no, I definitely think I feel like probably the 10 games right away is probably a little bit too much, but I understand if you made the same mistake twice. Come on, you kind of gotta. It's tough, but you do kind of gotta double the punishment.
Yeah, we're talking about $10 million essentially.
Yeah, see, that's where come on.
$10 million.
That seems crazy to me. If he's not breaking the law, he's just sitting in a car with just his friend being a dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the strip club situation. There's pictures of him. He's literally in the room by himself. So he has a gun in a room by himself. Well, with the stripper too, I guess. But you get what I'm saying. It's not like he's in a crowded room flashing it. Yeah.
He's not Plexico. He's not going to Plexico it. But
Plex. He's not going to shoot himself in the leg? You don't think so?
I
Or
mean,
foot? Or whatever it was?
All right. What else we got?
What's something that shocked you from this season? Obviously, don't say the John Morant thing. Anything else? Something that happened that you definitely did not picture happening. I'll start. Very simple. Denver Nuggets winning it all. No chance I thought that would happen. Yes, they have Jokic. I always had faith in him being able to bring a team far. But, yeah, you'd have told me before the season that Denver Nuggets, never NBA champions ever in the history of the franchise, are going to actually win one this year. I would not have believed you.
And I guess mine kind of goes along with you is like before the season, if you would have told me that one of the Bucks or the Celtics weren't going to make the East or make the finals out of the East, I would have been
Facts.
I would have been a little shocked. I mean, they were the two like easy favorites, and even going into the playoffs, they were. So I was definitely shocked about that.
I agree. Spinny?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is the obvious one. We got to talk about the Heat making the finals. I mean,
It's all like together, all that. The
coming.
whole playoffs, basically.
Yeah,
Is
and
what
I
we're
also
getting at.
want part of that with Denver is Jokic being that good for 4 playoff series in a row, consistently being like, I'm literally by far the best player on the court for 4 series. So that's pretty impressive. The Knicks surprised me a little bit on a low key. I did not think they were going to be as good as they are, and I did not think they would win a playoff series at all.
So your man's Jalen Brunson shocked you a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I did. He 100% did. I did not think he was going to do what he did either. No shot. No shot. I thought. No
He
shot.
definitely-
I thought Jalen Brunson was doing 27 a game in the playoffs. No
Yeah.
shot. I thought that was happening, as well as 24, 6, and 3.5 in the regular season. Yeah, never saw that coming.
That's
That's
unreal.
awesome. Love it.
He's already so much better than I ever thought he would be in the NBA. Like,
Yeah.
miles better. The last year in Dallas was already basically better than I thought he ever would be in the NBA. So
Yeah, those Nova boys, people be doubting them. Josh Hart's coming around too, having a
People-
nice little NBA career.
and you were mad about my Cam Whitmore pick at 4.
Yeah.
They have a track record, man. I'm gonna try to
Bridges?
stick to it.
Mikal Bridges about to is this man gonna average 25 games this year? I think there's an opportunity.
There's an opportunity for sure. He's gonna have the shots for sure. All right, next question for y'all. What opinion did you have? Could be anything that was confirmed by this season. You've had this opinion going into the season, and you just saw it play out.
It's gonna be a hot take. Mine. My first one is that Denver's gonna win the championship because I picked them before the season.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I
picked the
did.
Celtics
Yeah,
to
I
beat
did.
them. You picked the Celtics over the Nuggets, but you
Oh.
had them in the championship. So
Denver in the finals.
yes,
But I also went back on that about 1,000 times, so I can't really take credit for that. But my one that's hot is going to be Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown can be your 1 and 2 on a championship team. I think that
was confirmed by
I
this
think
season.
that was still confirmed to me. I 100% believe it, even after everything that happened this year. I think Tatum ankle roll changing that Game 7 would have went differently, and Jaylen Brown wouldn't have had to handle the ball as much, and it would have been 8 turnovers. I think they're going to do something fun in the offseason, get a little more ball handling so that Brown doesn't have to. Maybe get another forward in there. Also, Gallinari coming back, take a little bit off of him. And I think Brown's going to get better. I think we're going to see a Jaylen Brown next season that can dribble the ball with his left hand and score. 100%. I think that's going to happen.
No shot.
No shot?
There's a shot.
No shot.
I'm being
All right.
a little facetious here, but
As,
I don't know, man.
as
Not
much
like
as
he
I
hasn't worked out on his left hand, you know. This has been a thing. It's just media blew it up this year, but this has been a thing, man. He's never been able
definitely
to do
been.
that.
Obviously.
What are you saying, Forbes?
No, as much as I agree about you that I personally think you can have them be 1-2 on a championship team, I don't think it was confirmed this year. So I still think that they would have got beaten by the Nuggets, and obviously they can't even take down the Heat. So what are we talking confirmed about?
I don't know. It's going to come together. Joel Mass cannot possibly be as bad, and the assistant coaches are going to help. And if we can get competent coaching that gives a little more effort on defense throughout the playoffs and maybe fix some consistency issues with Jason Tatum, we're fine.
Okay.
Mine is Wolves related. I mean, going in after that Rudy Gobert trade, I I really thought, I think I said it at the time that it was the worst trade I've seen of all time. I might have been exaggerating, but truly, if you look at it now, it is going to go down as one of the worst trades of all time. And that was confirmed this year. And it's just
Absolutely.
Walker Kessler is already like
Better than Rudy.
better. I listened to Simmons' podcast this morning. He had him like 30th on his trade value, which I thought was insane. But the fact that he had him on like the trade
But,
value list,
the Jazz wouldn't trade us Walker Kessler straight
Exactly.
out for Rudy right
exactly. So it's
now. So that's all you need to know.
we don't need to get into it, but it was confirmed. I mean,
That was
it sucks
definitely
here.
one of mine too, for sure.
What
Oh
do you
my
got,
God.
boss?
Rudy Gobert.
God.
Another one of mine. I was with you because I was about to say that too. Another one of mine. Anyone with a brain thought this coming into the season, but there's people out there that believe in this man's apparently. But Nikola Jokic is a gajillion times better than some bum named Joel Embiid. Like, come on.
Talking about the MVP like that?
Yes. Like, are we being real right now? Spinny?
No. We're not.
Spinny and I will probably do our updated top players list somewhat in these next couple weeks here.
Yeah. Hopefully
He's-
somebody doesn't leave Jokic off the top 10 this time. I don't know who that was, but
Okay, I will defend you a little bit. That was for this past season specifically, and up until that point,
yeah.
it was still a terrible take by you. But to defend you a little bit there,
Yeah.
but Joel Embiid is no higher than 5th on my best players in the league list right now. I would say that is his peak. I mean, he's not better than Tatum. I would not accept that argument. Tatum
You
can
wouldn't?
actually
You wouldn't accept that?
no arguments, 0 chance. We're talking about a guy who drops almost 10 points per game from regular season to playoffs. He's never made a conference finals. Jason Tatum goes basically every single year and doesn't really drop down. Yeah, maybe consistency issues, but overall numbers are pretty much even with his regular season. So, anyways, that's my whole spiel. I definitely had full confidence in Jokic being better than Embiid. Yes, maybe he finally lost this MVP award. It was here, damn, take the award. That was Embiid's award this year for sure.
You want to hear my second one? It's awesome. It's my favorite take.
Oh,
I think
God.
I already know what it's going to be. Russ already knows, I think.
What is it?
That the Golden State Warriors had 0 chance to win the championship.
Bro, you did
That-
not think that coming into the season.
Coming
No
into the
shot.
season, I thought they didn't have a big chance to win the championship. I didn't say it.
What
But-
coming as like what as a defending champion?
0
What,
chance.
what are you talking about?
There
What
just
is he
wasn't gonna
talking
be their
about?
year. I just knew it. The role players weren't going to get better. It wasn't going to be their year. I merged it in the pre-season rankings last year when I had the Warriors lower than everybody else. Like, let's just be real about it. And I said pre-playoffs, they had 0% chance to win the championship. I've been a hater all year last year on them, and I was right for every second.
You were right last year too?
You just salty.
No,
that
last year I wasn't right. Last year I was wrong.
Okay.
completely.
Just make
But
sure.
this year, I was completely right.
Ice cream truck's back for a third time.
Yeah. Third roll around the neighborhood.
He wants y'all to run out there and get
I
some
know
better.
we're missing it every time.
If
Mariah,
he drove by, I honestly thought about calling him out the window and seeing if I could get him to bring it to the studio.
That'd be so funny. Actually, he just walks into the camera shot. Oh,
What's
that'd
up?
be amazing. All right. Last question for you guys. Basically the opposite of what I just said. What's something you expected to happen this season but didn't happen?
The Bucks making the Eastern Conference Finals without even trying. I mean,
That's
that
part of
alone
mine,
was
for sure.
unbelievable to me that they not only didn't do that, but they lost in the first round. I would have lost my entire life savings betting if I had a gun to my head on that series. So unbelievable.
Well, I was on this pod. I was saying time and time again, no one's coming out of the East than the Bucks or the Celtics. That's what
Yeah.
I've said the whole season. And I was totally off. So that's definitely one of mine too.
mine was definitely it was on the same note, but I mean Giannis is my favorite player, and I before the season going in, best player in the world in my opinion. And I did not
He was
expect him.
coming in,
I
for
did
sure.
not expect him to be dethroned at the end of the season as the best player in the world. Even if someone had like a championship season, I did not expect someone to. And it is clear to me that Joker is the better basketball player, and it's Giannis is still like,
Giannis is too. We'll give
but
him
the
his
way
flowers.
the way that guy affects the game on the offensive end, even though I mean his defense is fine, but the way he affects the game on the offensive end is one. I don't know if I've seen it other than like LeBron in my lifetime. It's
No, I
truly
agree.
it's a blessing to watch.
It's unreal. I texted this tweet to Spinny the other day. Touches per game plus time of possession in the playoffs. So Jokic had over 20 more touches than second in the playoffs. Second most touches in the playoffs. Obviously, this is per game averages here, but it was Trae Young at 90. He had 112 touches per game, Jokic. He only had the ball, time of possession total, for 5 minutes per game. Everyone else on the list had it for 7+ minutes per game. So, like, he's barely even having the ball in his hands. He just gets it, gets rid of it right away. Like, the smart decision, the right decision every time. If you're open, he's passing it to you. If he's open, he's shooting it. Like, he never makes mistakes. It's unreal to watch.
Never.
Spinny, do you have another one? Otherwise,
Yeah. And this is the only other guy that I've seen other than LeBron and Jokic affect the game in that same way. And this guy, I was very wrong about how bad his team was, and that's the Mavs and Luka. I thought the Mavs were going to be a top 4 seed. I thought they were going to perform well, especially after the Kyrie trade. I thought that was going to work too.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be crappy on D, but figure it out on offense eventually. I mean, the man still averaged over 30, still ridiculous numbers and such, but I just didn't expect such a regression in winning by the Mavs this year.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, they were like 5 games over 500 when they got him or something like that, and they finished like 5 or so under 500.
Yeah,
like
38-44 finals.
Yeah, that's unreal. My last one here. I have to get mad about the Wolves a little bit. I thought for sure we'd be a top 4 seed this year. Obviously, a lot
That's
of that.
a brutal thought. That's the biggest homer thought ever.
All right, we can go back and look.
I had it too.
I was gonna say, like, you had it too.
I was wrong about it though.
That's what I'm saying. But I thought going in, okay, we added Rudy. This is all we seem to need, right? Is this defensive presence? Wow, Rudy, I didn't anticipate him dropping 2 blocks per game. That dude sucks. I hate him so much. I can't believe I had faith in that dude, even the slightest amount of faith. Cat obviously gets hurt. That was the biggest thing from our season. You can't. Your second best player can't miss 60 games. You're not going to win. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really envision all of that bad stuff happening. McDaniels punching the wall because he's a hothead. All this crazy stuff.
Gobert and slow-mo.
Gobert and slow-mo issue. Oh my God! Just the roller coaster of a season was for the Wolves. I expected a little more consistency from the Wolves, and it just didn't happen. So hopefully next year. Speaking of the Wolves, that leads perfectly to my Q&A for y'all. What do you guys want us to do? Doesn't even need to be cat focused. It could be anything you want. Off-season moves for the Wolves. What absolutely needs to be addressed and done this summer?
You already know what I think. Simon's in pick 3. Get Brandon Miller, Scoot. I don't really care.
Is that
one, honestly, for Cat?
So just that, or you're just getting that any trade of that solid value for Cat you want done?
I mean, I just like that trade personally for the top. I think Miller and Scoot are in the same tier. And I think either one of those guys would be great at pick 3. And I think either one of those guys would fit with the Wolves fine. And then Ant's the clear number 1. You got McDaniels. You got whoever that pick 3 is. You keep Nas and Rudy. And then you still got Jaden McDaniels, who's an absolute stud and could even be better. Like Buss was throwing around Kawhi Leonard track for him here a little bit at some point. So like there's still star upside, I think, possibly with him as well. And I just like everyone's in the same age. They're buying into the same thing. Ant's going to run the culture. You know, he's going to visit Rudy in France. Rudy loves Ant. Listen to him. Everyone's listening to him. I just like that idea for the Wolves.
Okay. Forbs, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I would trade Cat too, and I am a known Cat hater. I've been saying for years he would be my least favorite player if he didn't play for the Wolves. But if we don't get a decent return, but I don't know, we should be able to get a good return. I definitely would trade him. But the fact that we can't trade Rudy, I guess, isn't the worst thing. Just because with with Joker in the West, you're gonna kind of need like a guy like him to go up against him. So
I did think I know he didn't guard him too much. AD didn't. That's what I'm saying. But other than AD, I would say in the West at least, Rudy was one of the better defensive guys against Jokic.
yeah,
He wasn't terrible against the Nuggets by any means. But
The thing with Rudy is Rudy at least takes away Jokic's in the paint little easy floater he makes, it seems like 80% of the time.
yep.
Rudy at least with his size takes that away, which makes Jokic a little more guardable. But
Joker's always gonna get him to pump fakes.
Oh
and
yeah, like
he's the king of just
For
making
sure.
Rudy look like a fool.
Oh, for sure.
yeah. So I'm with y'all. I'd like to see Cat get traded if it's for the right price. I don't want to just be trading him to trade him. I'm not
Right.
trying to trade him just to try to recoup assets from the Rudy deal. It's got to be worth it, right? So that pick that trade you floated out there, Spinny, pick 3 and Anthony. I'm totally okay with that. So anything like that, let's send it. If we don't get a Cat deal done, we need bench scoring, right? I mean, Jalen Noel was just not it last year. We thought maybe he could become that bench scorer for us, and last year was just way too inefficient, and we absolutely need that off the bench. So I would say that would be our biggest need if we were to run it back, is to get a better bench scorer. Probably more of a veteran, I would say, than a young guy. All right, y'all. That was episode 62. A lot of stuff happened in this. We had an amazing draft. We had a new guest. Spinny finally did his 25 push-ups. Good job, Spinny.
And the Jason Kelsey episode.
Yes.
Episode.
And I think I got a 2-game trivia win streak going too.
You do. You do.
So
We'll be putting that to an end very
Yeah, I got
You
have to
worries.
dethrone you. No, I'll be putting it to it, not you, Spinny.
You won't be doing crap. Us.
Mr. Zero on the board today?
Just wait.
come on, that Jamal Murray question was a layup.
Jamal Murray question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was so funny. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
All right, y'all.
All right, Hardies and Hardos. Love your friends and family.
Like, comment, subscribe, please. We don't say it enough. Do it.
No, next
All
time
right.
we're saying it at the beginning of the episodes, we'll be ready.
Yeah.
Love you.
All right, y'all.
Peace and love.
See y'all next week.